What is happening, good people of YouTube, and welcome back to the Overlea Gaming Project. Today we are back. It's Madden 21. This is the Ravens franchise mode, episode number 19. Alright, in the last episode, you know it, you saw it, I saw it, everybody saw it. The Ravens whooped up on the Atlanta Falcons, and we are the Super Bowl champions. And now it is our task to go into the offseason, make some changes, and start the next season defending our title. All right, taking a look at some of the yearly awards. Patrick Mahomes, he's the MVP of the league. That's fine. I think it should have been Lamar Jackson myself, but fine. Madden wants to be that way, fine. We'll just let him be that way. Hey, Coach of the Year, it's Sean Payton. Nobody cares about him. I think John Harbaugh should have been Coach of the Year, but if that's what Madden wants to do, then fine. All right, we don't need to look at any more yearly awards because it's going to be unfair. I mean, the Ravens should have won all the yearly awards. Everybody knows it. We don't even have to talk about it anymore. Let's just move on. All right, let's take a look at some of the retirements from the 2020 season. And man, that sucks. Calais Campbell retires after 13 years, and that's going to hurt the Ravens' defensive line. Big Calais Campbell. We need him up there. Tried to talk him out of retirement, but he didn't listen. And we weren't really going to argue with a guy that big. So, cornerback Tramon Williams retired after 15 years. He's an old man. We didn't really need him anyway. Have a good retirement. And then right tackle Andre Smith retired after 12 years. Not really going to affect us too bad. So, we'll just move on. Some other notable retirements. Look at this. Drew Brees retires after 20 years from the Saints. Wow. Whoop-de-doo. Phillip Rivers has retired after 17 years in the NFL. Wow. Thank God. Now we don't have to look at that weird throwing motion he has. Am I right? And would you look at this? Terrell Suggs, after 18 years in the NFL, retires. Man, you got to give him a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, Terrell Suggs, for your contributions to the Baltimore Ravens. Let's move on. Hey, Pete Carroll retired. Great. And Adam Vinatieri retires after 25 years in the NFL. Wow. I mean, he's like 73 years old, right? I mean, geez, a whiz. It's about time. All right, the first big step that we need to take is renegotiating or negotiating some of the contracts that are up in this offseason. Let's go ahead and take a look and see who we are going to re-sign. All right, looking at the quarterbacks. You know, we have Lamar Jackson. He's the man. Robert Griffin, we really don't need him. I mean, he got injured last season. Didn't really do a whole lot for us. We do have Trace McSorley sitting there just kind of hanging out. And I kind of like Tyler Huntley. We're not really going to look for a backup quarterback in the offseason or free agency. So we're going to sign Tyler Huntley here. Hopefully we can get a small enough contract and really help to keep our salary cap low. All right, it looks like for our cap room purposes, a 6-year contract is the best thing for our franchise. So we're going to offer Tyler Huntley 6 years, $1.5 million. $420 is a signing bonus, man. Yeah, all right, dude. Let's make him the offer. Yes, we are sure we want to sign this player. All right, Tyler Huntley says, hey, this offer is perfect. I can't wait until next year. Well, Tyler, we can't either. All right, taking a look at our wide receiving core, we have Marquise Brown. He's going to be our pretty much our star receiver next year. Although we are going to look in the draft. The Ravens in the real life draft did select a wide receiver in the first round, so we might do the same thing. So let's take a look. Willie Snead, we love Willie Snead, but man, is he expensive. And we are not going to have a whole lot of cap room to play with. So we are probably going to end up letting Willie Snead go. As sad as it is, Willie Snead. Sorry, buddy. Dez Bryant. We love Dez Bryant. He's 32 years old, 6'2". He's a big, solid wide receiver. I'd love to have him in the locker room as a veteran. We do have Duvernay and Boykin kind of in the background. So I don't know what role Dez Bryant would pay. We're not going to re-sign him. At the Anthony Thomas, I mean, the guy was injured last year, and he's not really that great, and he's 28 years old. So we got some young guys that are coming up. I'd like to see what they can do. So DeAnthony Thomas, we're not going to sign him either. All right, here is a guy, Antoine Wesley. He's young. He's 23 years old. Now, he's only a 66 overall rated, but he's gone up 2 overall points since last year, and we didn't even use him. So I kind of have a feeling we should sign him, and let's just see what he can do. And if he can't do anything, then either he could return kicks or punts, or we can put him back on the practice squad. So let's go ahead and make him an offer. All right, 5 years is a sweet spot for him as far as our cap room goes. We're going to offer him $1.5 million as a salary, $1.2 million as a signing bonus. Let's go ahead and make Antoine Wesley an offer. Hey, Antoine Wesley says this offer is perfect. I can't wait until next year. Well, Antoine, we can't wait either. Welcome aboard. All right, we're going to lowball Dez Bryant. I mean, his veteran presence in the locker room would be something good to have. So we're going to offer him a 5-year salary, $2 million, 1.6 signing bonus. I don't know. It's a lowball offer. He's probably not going to accept it because, I mean, he's Dez Bryant. All right, well, look. Dez Bryant appreciates our offer, but he is going to test out free agency, so good luck, Dez. All right, well, we have to have a conversation about our tight ends, Eric Tomlinson, the Beard Man, and Sean Culkin. Who the hell knows who that is? Nobody. But Nick Boyle should be coming back at some point to our lineup. We got Mark Andrews. We got a rookie named, I think it's Breland is his name. So excited to see what he can do. These guys are older. We're not going to sign them. Oh, bye-bye. DJ Fluker, his contract is up, and tell you what, we're hurting on our offensive line, and he is a nice right tackle to have, so we are going to try and sign DJ Fluker here. It's only a 74 rated, he's 30 years old, he's getting older, but man, we definitely need him, so we're going to go ahead and try and sign DJ Fluker. All right, DJ Fluker, sweet spot, 5 years. We're going to try him at $3.8 million as a salary. We're going to try and get him with $2.9 million in a signing bonus. Let's go ahead and make him this offer. Oh man, DJ Fluker. He enjoyed playing for us, but he's going to test out free agency. Well, DJ Fluker, you can suck it. All right, we are really hurting here at the center position as well. Matt Skura, I do believe we're going to need him. He's 28 years old, 73 overall rated. Not great, but I mean, we need a center. So we're going to go ahead and try and sign him. All right, here we go. Matt Skura, 5 years is a sweet spot. Got a salary of $3 million, signing bonus 1.7. So we are going to offer him $23.3 million. Hopefully, Matt Skura will bite. All right, Matt Skura says, I'm excited to sign such a great offer and stay with the team. Well, thank you, Matt. We're excited to have you stay. All right, taking a look at our left ends, we got Derek Wolfe and Jihad Ward. Now, I mean, it's kind of all we got with our left ends. But I believe we can probably pick up a left end in free agency that's a little bit younger than Jihad Ward and probably about the same skill level. But Derek Wolfe, we are going to re-sign Derek Wolfe, 78 overall left end. He's been good for us. He's 31 years old. He does have a couple years left in, and let's go ahead and try and negotiate with Derek Wolfe. All right, Derek Wolfe. He's got some pretty wicked face paint on. Looks like his hair's kind of wet. Maybe he just got done playing somewhere and he's all sweaty. Anyway, let's talk about his contract. 5 years, $5.8 million, 3.7 in a signing bonus. Let's make him an offer. Derek Wolfe says, hey, this offer is perfect. I can't wait until next year. Well, Derek, neither can we. Welcome back. Taking a look at the outside linebacker position, we got Tyus Bowser, 26 years old. He's 76 overall rated, and he did pretty good last year, and we want him back, so we are going to try and re-sign Tyus Bowser. All right, Tyus Bowser, 5 years is a sweet spot, $4 million in salary, signing bonus, $2.25 million. Let's go ahead and make him this offer. All right, Tyus Bowser says, hey, that is exactly the offer I was hoping to get. Next season will be great. Yes, it will, Tyus. Thanks a lot for re-signing. And the last big signing that we are going to do here is Yannick Ngakoue, right outside linebacker. He's 26 years old, 79 overall. Did good for us last year. We got Pernell McPhee in there as well. This is going to be a pretty good duo here. So let's go ahead and re-sign Ngakoue. All right, Ngakoue, sweet spot, 5-year deal, salary $9.5 million, signing bonus of $420, man. Let's go ahead and make him the offer. All right, Ngakoue says, I'm excited to sign such a great offer and stay with the team. Well, thank you, Ngakoue. We're really excited to have you stay with the team. All right, we have re-signed our core players that we wanted. Let's go ahead and get into some of these player upgrades. All right, Marquise Brown. We're going to upgrade his route running skills. So bam! That brings him up to an 84 overall rated. Pretty good. All right, and Patrick Queen, he is a field general. We are going to increase his pass coverage skills here. Bam! All right, he is now an 80 overall rated player. That's pretty good too. And the People's Champion, LAMAR Jackson, we are going to upgrade his improviser skill. And bam! He is now a 99 overall rated player, the highest rated player in the game right now, LAMAR Jackson. All right, next step, free agency. Week number 1 in free agency, and let's just take a look at what we got. All right, well, look, here's DJ Fluker. Let's take a look at him in free agency, see if we can't sign him for cheaper than we could have just a minute ago. All right, we're going to lowball him. 5 years, $3 million, 2.75 as a signing bonus. Let's see if he bites. All right, well, so far, 89 total points. Looking pretty good. And it looks like we are the only suitors going after DJ Fluker. All right, there really isn't anything else in free agency that's tickling our fancy. We are looking pretty good as far as our linebackers, cornerbacks, safeties, special teams. I think where we're really going to need some help is our offensive line, and really not a whole lot going on in free agency to help us out. All right, it looks like DJ Fluker has accepted our contract. Let's go ahead and acknowledge this. Thanks, DJ Fluker. And returning from injury, Otaro Alaka. I don't even know who the hell that is. Well, he's returning from injury, so good on him. All right, looks like we got a big decision to make. A 5th-year option. Which players are in our long-term plans? Let's take a look. I've been looking through some of our player contracts, and I came across LAMAR Jackson's name. He'll be due for an extension in about a year. I thought he played pretty well last season. I'll say so. Think he's worth keeping around long-term? Gee, let me think about it. Yes. All right, we're going to go ahead and pick up his 5th-year option. All right, we picked up LAMAR Jackson's 5th-year option. That's pretty good. All right, here we go. It is time for the NFL draft. We're going to try and stick true to what the Ravens did in the offseason in real life by starting out with a wide receiver pick. And I don't know what's going to happen from there. We'll see. So let's go ahead and get into this draft. All right, here we go at the draft. The clock is ticking. Tennessee Titans on the board. I think we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to our pick. All right, here we go. Taking a look at the wide receivers. It is the 32nd pick in the first round. Ravens looking ahead, and it looks like there's only one wide receiver that is first round talent. That's Dante Allison. He's from Eastern Michigan. He's a physical wide receiver, 6'4". And as you can see, he's got a spectacular catch rating of A, catching A-, release B+. His combine grade is a 7. Let's go ahead and pick him. There we go. Dante Allison has been drafted by the Baltimore Ravens according to the draft analysis. That's a good pick. He's ranked number 30 in true value. We drafted him at 32. He is a 72 overall rated wide receiver, 22 years old. Man, we're kind of excited for him to become part of this team. All right, here we go. It is round number 2. Baltimore on the clock, pick number 32. And let's take a look at some of the needs of the team. Now, you can see on the left here, we need a defensive tackle. We only have one active, so let's go ahead and look at the defensive tackles. All right, here we go. It's the defensive tackles. If we can scroll down here and you see this player, Josh Madden. Josh Madden's a first-round talent. He's from Alabama, a run stopper. He fits in our scheme. 6'6", 300 pounds. Combine grade was a 6.1. Block shedding a B+, pursuit a B, play recognition a B. I don't know. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Josh Madden. Bam, there he is. Kind of a wide guy. He's got a little belly on him. That's okay for a defensive tackle. 73 overall rated. That is good. 22 years old, 6'6", 300 pounds. And that's a good pick according to the draft analysis. Josh is ranked number 20 in the true value. We drafted him at 64. Awesome. Josh Madden, welcome to the team. All right, round number 3. Baltimore's on the clock at pick number 32. I tell you what, we need some help on our offensive line. Let's go ahead and start looking at some offensive line. All right, there's all the left tackles. Nothing looking too exciting right here. Here's all the left guards. Again, Nothing looking too exciting right here. And here we go, looking at the centers. Nicholas Hill from Texas A&M. He's a power center. He fits in our scheme. Look at this, a first round draft talent. 6'3", 314 pounds. Run blocking A-, run block power A-, impact block is a B+. Combine grade 5.7. This looks like a good pick. We're going to go ahead and draft this guy. Oh man, bam, we found a superstar. He's got some big ears though, and a weird looking face, and that's fine. Receding hairline at 22 years old. Well, we don't care about all that. 75 overall player in the 3rd round. That is awesome. He's ranked number 8 in the true value. We drafted him at number 96. Now he does develop at a normal rate, but that's fine. Still a good pick for the Baltimore Ravens. All right, round number 4, Baltimore on the clock, pick number 32. And this is where it starts getting tough in these later rounds. We're going to have to be pretty selective, but again, this is very difficult. If we take a look at the defense list on the left side, we only have 1 active left end, and we have 1 active strong safety. So maybe we can look at those positions in the draft here. Well, here's our left end, and as we kind of look down here, not a whole lot exciting. I mean, Larry McLaughlin's a 4th round talent here. Derek Boss, 6'1", 266. And here's DeJuan Newman. If you look at his combine grade, it is a 6.6, the highest combine grade of all those that are left. We didn't have him scouted, but he's a speed rusher, and that's kind of cool. I don't know, we're going to go ahead and take a shot. DeJuan Newman, left end from Ohio. All right, here we go. Another good pick according to the draft analysis. He's ranked number 53. We got him at 128. 6'3", 252. He's a speed rusher, 21 years old, from Ohio, and he's a 70 overall rated. Not bad for the 4th round. All right, 5th round, Baltimore back on the clock. We're pick number 25 here in the 5th round. Yeah, I don't know. We got a lot of choices to make, but honestly, we're in the 5th round, so we're not really going to get any superstars here. So let's just kind of have a look and see what's out there. You know, we don't need any quarterbacks, so we're going to skip through them. You know, we don't need any halfbacks. We're going to skip through them. We don't need any fullbacks. We're going to skip through them. All right, taking a look at the wide receivers that are left. In the late rounds, you can probably find a diamond in the rough somewhere in the wide receiver, in the big skill positions, and that seems to be the case here. Look down at Joe Pearman. He is a 1st round talent, and he's still available in the 5th round. Catching is an A-, spectacular catching is an A-, catching in traffic is a B, combine grade 6.3, so that's not bad. He's 5'11", 191, so he's kind of like the size of Willie Snead. He's a deep threat from Arkansas State. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. All right, and take a look at his combine report there to the right, 40-yard dash. He ran a 4.35. And that's really good. He is really quick. So I think we're going to go ahead and draft Joe Pearman. Why not? All right, there he is. He's ranked number 31. He's a 71 overall rated wide receiver. And look at the look on his face. He looks real serious. And that is pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and bring Joe Pearman onto the squad. 22 years old, 5'11", 191. He's a deep threat. So welcome to the squad, Joe Pearman. Well, here we go. 6th round. Baltimore's on the clock. Pick number 32. I believe this is our last pick in the draft. The Ravens did not have a 7th round pick here, and I don't know what to do with this pick. It's a crapshoot, so let's just go ahead and have a look. We still need a backup strong safety. Now let's take a look and see what's out there. Wow, not a whole lot out here as far as strong safeties are concerned, but I think we need to pick one up anyway, just to have somebody, you know, come in, fill in as a backup. It can't hurt, right? So we got Seth Andrews and Lynn Still. Both of these players fit our scheme. Looks like Seth Andrews, a 6.3 combine grade. We're going to go ahead and draft Seth Andrews to come on in as a backup strong safety. All right, Seth Andrews. Whoa, he has got a bandana and some long hair. He is, wow, looking pretty intimidating. He's flexing all over the place. And that's what we like here as a Raven. Play like a Raven. Look at that, flexing his muscles, trying to intimidate everybody. He's ready to go. Seth Andrews, 65 overall rated. He's got a hidden talent thing there. We have to play 500 downs with him to unlock his potential. Okay, and that's a good pick according to draft analysis. He's ranked 172nd, and we got him at 192nd. Pretty cool. Seth Andrews, welcome to the squad. All right, we have advanced through the draft. Let's take a look at how we did. All right, here are our draft picks. We've signed them all. They all have contracts. All of them are 4-year contracts. We got wide receiver Dante Allison. He's a 72 overall rated. We got defensive tackle Josh Madden. He is a 73 overall rated. We have Nicholas Hill, probably the best pick of the draft, 75 overall rated. I'm excited for him to come in. Looks like he's a good run blocker. Maybe can help Lamar Jackson and this running group lay the smackdown all over the NFL. Left end DeJuan Newman, 70 overall rated. It's a speed rusher. And Joe Pearman, wide receiver, 71 overall rated. He's a deep threat, real quick guy. Pretty excited to see what he can do. And Seth Andrews, the backup strong safety, 65 overall rated. All right, a couple of things to do here at the end of the draft, and one of those is to adjust our roster to fill in some of the gaps that we left. All right, first things first, our left tackle situation. We have 2 amazing left tackles, Ronnie Stanley and Orlando Brown Jr. We are going to move Orlando Brown Jr. from a left tackle to a right tackle. And we are going to move Orlando Brown Jr. from a left tackle to a right tackle. So we go into Edit Player, and then you scroll down to his position, and you just simply change it to a right tackle. And that's it. This is the only time during the season I think you're allowed to change their positions. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, so now our left tackle is Rodney Stanley. Now we do need a backup left tackle. We could probably pick one up in free agency. And here's our right tackle, Orlando Brown Jr. Now we did re-sign DJ Fluker, and he's going to hang back as a backup right tackle in case Orlando Brown Jr. gets hurt, or in case Rodney Stanley gets hurt on the left side and we have to switch things around. It's always good to have some good tackles on the outsides. And DJ Fluker is helping to beef up and bolster this offensive line. All right, we are going to advance the week into preseason week 1, and the first thing on the agenda is to revisit the free agency market. All right, preseason week 1 in season number 2. This is pretty exciting. We got a bunch of players returning from injury. Brent Bradenson, Eamon Lewis Marshall's available to play again. We got Trace McSorley coming back. All right, here we go back in the free agency pool. There's a couple of spots that we need to fill in. One of those is the left tackle position where we need a backup. All right, here we go. It's the left tackle position in the free agency market. And I tell you how I like to handle this. I like to go over to the age column and I hit the X button on the controller to sort them by the youngest to the oldest. All right, so here are the left tackles sorted from youngest to oldest in the free agency. The second thing I'm going to look at is what is their overall. I'm trying to find an overall in the 60s. At a minimum. I'm also trying to then look at the salary because I don't want to waste all of our money on a backup tackle. So let's start looking at this list. Here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Roderick Johnson, 25 years old, so he's still kind of young, 6'6", 306 pounds. He's only $1.1 or $1.01 million for a 1-year salary. All right, you take a look at him. He's got a beard, handsome looking guy. I think he'd be perfect as a backup left tackle. He's not going to cost us a lot of money. Still going to leave us some cap room here. Let's go ahead and sign Roderick Johnson as a backup left tackle. All right, Roderick Johnson has been signed to a 1-year, $1.05 million contract. All right, and we are going to do the same thing for the defensive tackle position. We do need a backup defensive tackle. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, sorting these guys from youngest to oldest. All right, I think we might have found our player here, Taylor Stallworth. He's only 26 years old. He only wants $890,000 for a 1-year contract. He's a run stopper. He fits in with our scheme. His college was South Carolina, the Gamecocks. Now, that's awesome. Who doesn't like a Gamecock? I mean, sounds kind of inappropriate, but whatever. Taylor Stallworth. Let's go ahead and sign him as a free agent. There he is. Boy, he's looking mean and serious. I like it. Backup defensive tackle should look like this. Let's sign him to our roster. All right, Taylor Stallworth. He's been signed to a 1-year, $850,000 contract. Sweet. All right, something else I like to do before I get a new season underway, I like to revisit some of the skill positions and just take a look at some of the talent that's out there that did not get drafted. So once again, we're going to start with the wide receivers. There's a good chance to find like some young diamonds in the rough and also some players that can be used like in special teams like kicking and punting returners. We're going to go ahead and sort these wide receivers by age. And I tell you, the first one that comes up is D. Winslow. He's a rookie, so he didn't get drafted here, but as you can see, he's a 71 overall rated player. I mean, that is amazing. He's a deep threat, but look at his speed is 95, acceleration 94, agility 92. Let's take a look at what his kick return skill level is set at. Kick return 95, probably the best here in the wide receiver free agency pool. I think it's a no-brainer. D. Winslow, we should add him to our team. There he is, D. Winslow. 6 foot tall, 193 pounds, 21 years old. He's a rookie from Clemson. Nobody drafted him. I don't know why. But he's going to get a 1-year, $1.9 million contract. I think that's fair. He's also eligible for our practice squad, but I believe we could use him in the kick return game. D. Winslow. Let's get him on board. All right, D. Winslow has been signed to a 1-year, $1.95 million contract. Let's go. And we are almost ready to get into our preseason. But before we do that, I am going to go off camera here and I'm going to sort out the depth chart, the rosters, and we will be right back. All right, let's run through the roster really quickly. It's the last thing we're going to do here in the episode. We got Lamar Jackson, of course, he's our quarterback. We got enough backups here. And our halfback situation is looking good. J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, and Justice Hill. Now, Mark Ingram's still on the team, even though in real life he's not on the team. I tell you what we have done. We have put Mark Ingram on the trade block, and hopefully somebody's going to have some interest in grabbing him up, and we can get something for him. Patrick Ricard is our fullback, and that's always a good thing. All right, taking a look at this wide receiver squad, we have a lot of young talent that is eager to get on the field and show John Harbaugh what they got. And they really want to be a part of this team. Marquise Brown, he's going to be our #1 receiver. We got Duvernay and Boykin that are going to kind of fill in as the #2 receiver. Our first round draft pick, Dante Allison's going to come out. He's going to have to prove himself as well. Another draft pick, Joe Pearman, he's in the mix. And then our free agent, D. Winslow, he's also in the mix. He's going to be a great kick returner as well. Now, we do have James Prochet, we've got Antoine Wesley, we've got John Ursua, Penny Hart, DeMarcus Lodge, J.J. Koski, and Tony Brown. A lot of these receivers you're never going to see again. They're either going to be cut or they're going to move to the practice squad. Tight end situation is looking great. Mark Andrews and Nick Boyle are going to come in to the NFL this season and start smacking people in the face. And Hakeem Butler and Jacob Breland, they're also going to be a good impact as backup tight ends. Left tackle situation, Ronnie Stanley and then Roderick Johnson, who we got in the free agency. Our left guard position, it's okay. Bradley Bozeman, 74 overall rated. We could improve there. And here's our new center, Nicholas Hill. 3rd round draft pick. Fits into our scheme. Very excited about him to see how he grows. Right guard situation not looking very good. Ben Powers is 72 overall rated. So this is going to be a weak spot for the Baltimore Ravens is their offensive line here. All right, now right tackle Orlando Brown Jr., backup DJ Fluker. Pretty solid lineup right there. All right, switching over to the defensive side of the ball. Left end Derek Wolfe and DeJuan Newman. He's our draft pick. And I think these guys are going to be pretty good on the left side. Taking a look at the right side, it's Justin Madubuike. I'm probably saying that wrong. I don't really care. Him and Broderick Washington Jr. holding it down on the right side. Not the greatest lineup there. I think we could do better. It's just really hard to replace somebody like Calais Campbell. Taking a look at the defensive tackle, big butt Brandon Williams still in the center for us. Then there's our draft pick, Josh Madden. Very excited to see what he can do. The linebacker position is okay. Matthew Judon, left outside linebacker, 84 overall rated, and then Tyus Bowser behind him as a 76 overall rated. Middle linebacker position also Patrick Queen. We got Malik Harrison, LJ Fort, and these guys are holding it down. We got Patrick Queen is a really young player, lots of room to grow. Same thing with Malik Harrison. Pretty excited to see how these guys get on this season. Right outside linebacker, same thing. Yannick Ngakoue, 79 overall rated. Hopefully he can hold it down. Pernell McPhee's behind him, so he's okay. And then Jalen Ferguson, He's a young right outside linebacker, and he's going to be a great backup for us. And take a look at all the cornerbacks we have. Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Peters, Jimmy Smith, Tavon Young. Man, the list goes on and on. These guys are solid. We are stacked in our secondary. All right, free safety Deshaun Elliott just did a great job for us. He's young. He's 24 years old, 81 overall rated, so we're excited to see that he can keep growing. And there's our strong safety, Chuck Clark. He's the man. If he can't do it, no one can. I mean, that's what they say at least. So our secondary is absolutely stacked, and we are pretty excited about that. Justin Tucker, Old Faithful, 89 overall rated. Man, that's going to be pretty cool to watch him this season too. And Sam Cook, he's still with us. He's 39 years old. Hopefully he'll be playing for like another 50 years. I mean, Vinatieri did it, right? All right, so that is a pretty good look at our roster. I think the only thing that we would probably need to do is get another backup running back just to have somebody, because Mark Ingram's gone. And we're only going to have 3 running backs. I would like to have another one in the mix there, serve as a backup. All right, taking a look at the halfback selection in free agency, I have sorted it by youngest to oldest. And right off the bat, I'm seeing a couple great options here. Marquise Spain, he's a power back, fits into our scheme, 69 overall rated. Oh, 21 years old. He's $1.43 million, which isn't going to eat up a ton of cap space. The other option here, Demarius Gaines, another rookie, an undrafted free agent here. 23 years old, he's 70 overall rated. Now, he does not fit into our scheme because he's an elusive back, but I kind of like the idea of having an elusive back on the squad, sort of like a complement to LAMAR Jackson that can keep the defense on their toes. I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring in Marquise Spain. He is a power back. He fits into the scheme. He's 21 years old, so there's tons and tons of room for him to grow, and he's 69 overall rated. Oh, I mean, there he is. Marquise Spain, 69 overall rated. Let's go ahead and sign him to the active roster. All right, so that is it. We have gone through the draft. We have gone through free agency. We have re-signed some players, and these Baltimore Ravens are ready to start season number 2, and we are going to do that in the next episode. And in between this episode and next episode, I'm going to organize the depth chart. I'm really going to kind of deep dive into what we got going on the roster, make sure all of the changes are put in place to give us the best opportunity to win another Super Bowl. Can we go back-to-back Super Bowls? And then I'm probably going to zip through this preseason, just showing everybody the stats and how these new players are getting on. And then we will come and start the regular season, season number 2. And hopefully that'll come in the next episode as well. And I want to thank you guys for sticking with me, sticking with the channel. Don't forget, if you are not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave a comment, do all those things. Help me reach 1,000 subscribers here in 2021. Ravens franchise season 2 coming up in the next episode. Stay tuned. Thanks for your patience. Man, here we go. Madden 21 is continuing. And Madden 22 is right around the corner. Don't forget, now's the time to subscribe to the channel. I don't know what that has to do with Madden 22 coming out, but hey, look, it sounded good, so I said it. And most importantly, thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. It means a lot. And we are going to see you right back here in the next episode.